So, it's another snowy day out here. There's my beautiful truck and Ethan's quad. And mine's in the garage, and we're going to do a new install for you guys today. And it's cold as hell, so let's go in the garage. Alright, so today's install, we are going to be looking at these LED rock lights made by Blazer. Come in a box. You get two different sets of mounts. You get your flat mounts for mounting flat on just a regular surface, I would say. Or you get the ones that have little notches in them right there for tubing cutouts. So we're going to go ahead and install those on this machine here. On that cross member. And then there's one up in the front here. I don't know if you can see it right there. Right there. So we're going to use the ones with the tubing cutouts. And this is the Alterra again. So we're going to go ahead and get this done and take you guys through it. See you soon. Alright, so I drilled one hole already.
Oh, what a great angle we got here.
Ooh, it says Blazer. So we're going to go ahead.
They got Blazer, Taser, Phaser,
And
all kinds of Azers.
I'm going to go ahead and check and see.
2019, it was a dodgeball reference. Wonderful.
Hey, to be fair, if you haven't seen Dodgeball, you probably shouldn't be watching our channel.
It's 2019, so. Did you already drill a hole?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we're going to have to punch that baby through. And this is strictly for marking purposes.
Just mark up.
Square drive. Thanks, Ethan.
I wanted to make sure nobody could steal them.
Remember, guys, strip out one of your lug nuts always.
Just to make sure they can't steal the rims off your truck. That's your redneck tip of the day.
Don't say that. Ah! This stuff does not want to come out!
Hold on. What are you doing over here?
I need that one. No, I don't.
Playing in the drawer of Milwaukee's?
Yeah, I need that one. Pull that out.
You pull that out.
Last time I got the... Never mind.
We really need to talk to the Milwaukee guy about maybe not putting these in, so I have to remove them with a pair of pliers. Like, it's kind of cold in here, but not cold enough that, jeez. They want it to not to fall out during shipping.
Something like that.
Or something like that.
Let's put a little grease on that next time, guys.
We're going to have to do something.
Don't grease your winch cable.
Don't grease your winch cable, don't grease your tool holders. Alright, close the drawer of... Awesome. Okay.
Blazer, phaser, taser.
Does that work? Is that the right size?
Yes, right.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm going to cut to a better shot. Alright. So we drilled a hole. I've seen some people mount these directly to their plastics. Given that this is a brand new machine, that is a solid pass. If we decide that these just aren't the quality we want them to be and we're unhappy with them, we'll just take them off and
return them.
They'll be perfectly fine. So we drilled one hole. We got it up in there. We're using the brackets, obviously, that have the cutout for the tubing. We're going to drill one more hole. Missed it by that much. That go through?
Yep.
Wonderful. Guys, tool tip of the day to make this easier when you're drilling anything that's round, please take care to center punch so your bit can grab.
That's the tool tip of the day. I thought the tool tip of the day was going to be don't let your nuts rust.
Don't let your nuts rust?
Yeah, something like that.
You can do it! Okay.
Or
Can't
I
do
feel
it.
like I'm starting a new hole.
I feel like you're starting a new hole.
Well, I taste tequila.
Also, it is probably valuable to make sure you have the proper mounting hardware for these. The best way to do that is to drill a hole directly through it and then put a nut and a washer on the backside. Unfortunately, we don't have those, and I'm not driving to town, so we are going to use some self-tapping weatherproof screws here, which will be more than enough that you just unstrip that.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
All right, that's fine. All right, first person to comment what that does goes to the rear differential. We will send an unlimited ATV hat directly to your house.
All right.
We'll pay for shipping and everything. I'll just send it right over.
It might not be the standard one we're always going to use. It'll be right.
Look at a pre-production run hat.
Limited time, signed by Johnny and Ethan. Because we're not famous yet.
Doesn't really increase the value at all, but
Yeah.
just let us, when we message you on YouTube, just let us know if you want it signed or if you just want a hat.
We do have lots of cool hats, guys.
We got hats and hoodies and all kinds of awesome stuff, so.
We can't give you a hoodie, our wives will get mad. But that's only if we tell them. It's gonna look like that, guys.
It's gonna look great. I got that all nice and tucked. So we're gonna put the main octopus wiring directly above the battery compartment under the seat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find an opening. On this machine there is a cabled opening on the front of the battery box that we can run these through, and these are more than long. I think these are 4 or 5 foot wire that come off of this. So let's go ahead and pull the seat off. Whee!
Seat is very comfy, by the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were at the local hardware store the other day, and then we went to AutoZone. And this is where we found these lights.
We'll see what happens.
And that is not a sponsorship type thing in any way, shape, or form.
Oh no, we paid full price.
We paid full price, and we just decided we wanted them, so we went and bought them.
Do you like that? Do you want to route it? You know what? If you route it around the back of the battery box,
Yeah, it'll look better.
it's going to look better.
Always take a few more minutes to make your stuff look nice, guys.
You spend the time now. If you have to do this install in a hurry, don't do it. I mean, it's as simple as that. Make sure you got a couple hours aside. It might not really take a couple hours, but it's nice to just give yourself that leeway.
If you think something's going to take 5 minutes, give yourself 30.
Always. I'm happy with that. It's nice and away from the exhaust.
Ow. Okay.
Right, so we just routed that around the battery box. Battery box.
Battery. Say boo-boo.
Hey, it's 49 degrees in here. It's cold.
Oh, at least we're not wet today.
I'm glad the quad isn't crazy wet. We did let it dry all night. We plowed a little bit this morning before we did this.
We
Oh,
had some cleanup work to do this morning.
a little bit.
Snow drifts and whatnot. Johnny didn't go to pond or piles this morning
No.
because he knew he had to work on it.
I appreciate the fact that this is not just coated in snow. All right. So that is the right-hand side of the machine wired and mounted. Quick, easy, nothing crazy. Just remember, tuck your wires away, mount your lights so you do not drive over them on the trail.
We're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. We'll give you a shot of both of those when it's done. And then we're going to go ahead and start the front and give you guys all access to that.
Awesome. See you in a minute. All right, we made it to the other side. Grab your tape measure. Measure across from where the other one is. I think we're at 3 inches. The old thumb technique. Just scrape the mud off in that spot. There you go. Scrape the mud off in that spot. It'll be fine. Or the road salt. Thank you, Illinois.
You really got to tell everybody where we live?
That's a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Next one.
Let me borrow them out.
Yep, there you go.
So, on this mount, the wire's supposed to go through the side here, but they put the cap on the thing already, so it's not exactly the easiest thing to do, so we just went ahead and modified it. Made it easier.
Just a little bit. Just kind of notched it out so the wire would come out the side of the rubber grommet.
Because you really don't want to hit it with a drill bit.
You don't want to hit it with anything.
You hit it with a shampoo. Anybody that doesn't understand that reference, you're too young.
Yeah, nice.
And don't worry, guys. When the weather changes, you will get riding videos. We're not always just going to fix quads. Dang. Okay, that is hard.
You want to maybe waller out that hole a little?
Yeah, I might do
I
that.
don't feel like that hole's quite the right size.
Well, I broke the screw. That's what the problem is. Good thing Ethan's got 14 more.
That's an awfully specific number. Did you count?
All 17 of them.
Please don't break that drill bit. Are you drilling through the screws you broke? That's great. Did you make it?
No. Nope.
Did you break my drill bit?
No.
Okay, good.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't. Walk over to the toolbox, grab a needle nose punch and a hammer, and smack that right up there.
That still sucks.
Punches are in the second drawer of the black toolbox.
So this is called the punch away method.
This is called don't let Johnny pick the drill bit size.
No, it works. It's just, and that screw is bad.
Hey, construction claw hammer. All right. Ow! Worth it. I didn't feel anything. Did you get it? You got it.
Almost. Okay, guys, so stuff like this does happen when you're doing things.
Especially when you don't have the right mounting fasteners, but it's cool. It'll be alright.
Okay, so that hole is fixed now.
Okay, grab a new screw, pocket.
And I think the hole is big enough now.
You'd hope. 50-50 chance.
To be fair, these are self-tapping screws, so you always make the hole a little smaller.
Which is totally wrong, but...
Actually, no, that's totally right.
No, I mean, these are wrong for the project.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, when you're using self-tapping screws, that's what you do.
And stop. Click.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is run another hole and hopefully not have to punch the screw out.
Alright, swap the drill back over. It's so much easier when we have two drills ready to go. My bad.
Somebody had to rehang their TV this morning.
I wanted it up 6 inches.
6 inches can solve a lot of the world's problems. I mean, what?
Missed it by that much. Missed it by that. Hey, you want to follow the tool tip of the day and center punch?
Nope. To be fair, Ethan is right. You should use a center punch.
Just makes it easier, but it's okay. John likes buying me drill bits.
I'm not buying you anything.
That's better. We're getting a bloom effect from one of the lights in the ceiling.
I have to do the same thing on the other side.
Loosen it up a little bit so you can...
When I loosen it, I'm just checking to see where I put that hole.
Alright, we don't want to retap another hole.
Because then you have another broken screw and... just all kinds of fun times. Don't tell me this screw broke too. Did not. Okay. Just haven't got it in yet.
Hit that like button if you think John should use a center punch. Feel free to subscribe if you think we should buy the proper hardware for these type of installs. Wow! Click.
Okay, that's the toughest spot on the frame, guys.
Perfect. I think we're good. Yep. Perfect. How's that feel?
Tight.
Nice. So we're going to go ahead and cable manage this side, and I will video all of it.
Okay, you're gonna video me on the whole thing?
Yeah, where are we going to run the cabling?
Same spot?
Right to the battery box?
Yep, we're gonna go right around the frame.
Are you going to send it right across where the other one went through?
Yep, same spot.
Cool.
You always know you had a good wiring job when you can't tell it's been done. Alright. This light is really in my way. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put a couple zip ties in there, bad boy.
Actually, you might even be able to run it under the cable bend right there on the back. So you can get a better angle of that.
I can't. It's already pinched all the way down.
Oh, bummer.
I can't get to it.
Sometimes you get lucky, you get a little bit extra room. Other times, if you try to pull those back up, you'll snap them clean off. So I don't have a good angle of this. I'm just going to try to route it back behind the battery box through the front hole in the compartment.
Which, thank you, Arcticcat, for not making a stupid battery location. Unlike somebody's probably.
Yeah, for some reason, Polaris decided it was a good idea to put the battery right behind the front differential on all the new Sportsmans. So anything more than about 10 inches of water and the battery is submerged. So that's going to be another video, guys. Stay tuned for that. There's a battery relocate kit purchased and on the way. And that brings the battery back from the front of the frame all the way back to the standard location of the old Sportsman, which is right above the rear tire. So I think it's a necessity on those machines, especially if you don't want to just be grounding.
Battery relocates are very important on that machine.
It's poor engineering. I mean, there's no reason to have it there. It's a massive failure point for the machine. It makes me wonder if they just want you to have to return it to the dealer to get it repaired.
Well, to be fair,
Well, that's where, I mean, that's why they charge $150 for a service hour. Depending on what shop you go to. Some of them you can get in for $65, but still.
so the reason I'm especially precautious about putting the zip ties here is because I don't want this wire going down and touching this. This is the exhaust with the heat shield, but it will melt to that and cause all kinds of problems.
Absolutely.
And we don't want problems. We want nice and done and tucked, nice and neat.
That's the goal. I'm hoping these look awesome.
Well, as much effort as I'm putting behind them, they better. Which, see here, guys, I could have just used the same zip tie, but I had zip tied the other side before I did this one. But that's okay. Stuff like that happens all the time.
You still haven't named this machine. Out of the 6 that you have, you need to name this one now.
Actually, I'm down to, what, 3 now. I sold a lot of them.
We're just going to call it Not Broken.
We're going to call it the Pretty Kitty.
The Pretty Kitty?
Pretty Kitty.
How does that work? It was made by Textron.
It's an Arcticcat.
Yeah, it is.
And for anybody that has an argument that says, no, it's not an Arcticcat, it's an Alterra, look at the exhaust through the camera. It says Arcticcat.
What? Right there.
So, come at me, bro.
The Textron company used the engineering platform that Arcticcat had in place already for the previous year Alterras. After the acquisition, they just decided to continue the line.
No, I think from what I was reading and watching about their CEOs and all that from Textron, they're going to keep the Arcticcat name for all their snowmobiles. And the Arcticcat name is more than likely going to go away on the four-wheelers. Because, unfortunately, Arcticat's sales in the four-wheeler division haven't been that high.
No, and I think especially a Q1 2019 rebrand is, I think it's going to help their sales. I mean, we bought one.
Yeah, it's actually, I'll tell you what, from what I've experienced so far, it's actually a really good machine. So.
I don't think you can buy anything from Polaris for $5 grand.
No.
I really don't. I think the only thing you're going to get from Polaris for $5,000 is like a little 90.
Or a set of rims.
Or a set of rims. Or a plow system. I mean, there's that. But you're not going to get a machine like this.
No. See, what I think we'll do is we'll get the other wires come back here.
Yeah.
We'll run them along the frame.
I think we can tie that squid in right here above the belt breather, and zip tie it right there. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got the rear done. We are gonna go ahead and get the rear tires reinstalled. We're gonna go from there. John, you want to get these reinstalled?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right back to the front. All right. We got just two set up right now, just the rears after we got the tires back on. John wanted to see what it looked like. I think it looks awesome with the underglow rock lights. I think that's going to look great. It's really hard to make the camera understand what that looks like until we get them all going, because we're getting light from the back of the shop. So we'll be right back with the front tires off. What you doing, buddy?
Taking the front tire off.
I can get with that.
You don't have to take the tires off, but it helps.
Well, this machine comes stock with 25s. These are aftermarket rims and tires. These are 26s, and they actually measure 27, so it's kind of hard to get a drill up under there.
They're not aftermarket, they're just the ones off the 700s.
Someone else's market.
Yeah. I can go there. Alright, so now we already picked out the spot for where we're going to mount this. Our homemade plow push tubes.
Awesome.
I think we're just going to go right there. It'll work perfectly.
You're going to put it right there on the frame?
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, those are going to shine out a little bit. Might actually help you plow, and probably not, but if anything, it'll look cool.
And it'll just look cool going down the road, doing stuff.
Awesome. We're not going to use because that's square stock tubing. We're not going to use the rounded mounts, right? We're going to use the flat mounts. Awesome.
Hey, I found the other light.
Where'd that come from? Because that wasn't there.
It was sitting upside down.
Oh, well, there you go. They're not that bright. They'll be fine. Awesome. So we'll get the camera situated so we're not shaking, and we'll be right in. Hey, we got an angle that works. Still fairly clean. Nice. Guys, if you can hear the turbo heater, I'm sorry, it's just really cold in here. Is that easier when it's not round stock?
Something like that. If I admit that he's right, he'll never let it go, so...
Should have center punched.
Just shut up and hold the camera.
Got a really good shot of John's hand. Perfect. I think this is considerably nicer than drilling holes through the plastics.
Broken screw.
Well, that does sometimes happen.
Well, we're gonna fix this. Grab it.
Alright. Johnny beat the broken screw out. Starting to lose faith in these screws. Nice. Click. Nice. I tuck all the wiring behind the fairing back there.
Sure.
Sure. Get it nice up out of the way, running along the frame.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, we gotta, never mind. We're gonna go back, nope, here. Got it.
Right back through the airbox hole.
Airbox hole? Battery hole?
Battery hole, sorry. Where you at, B? Where'd you put it through?
I drop it. You got this.
Ow!
Is that full tension?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to zip tie it to some stuff to keep her up.
I'm guessing we're just gonna zip tie it to the frame.
Flip it around like so. Boom.
Boom.
Put it right there.
I'll be happy with that. Where are the zip ties at? Still got any black ones left? Haha. Just get these, up out of the way. Click. Perfect.
Make sure they're not leaning on something that they're gonna burn to or anything like that.
Click.
See how that works? You gotta give it the feature.
Perfect.
Right, well, that one's up.
You want to run it hot and test it?
Going hot.
Wow. That looks awesome. Sweet. Let's go ahead and get the other side done and we'll be back. All right, last side. Is that where you want it?
Yep.
Awesome. Click. All right, last side, we're not breaking any screws. Nice. The machine's got its first rust.
Where?
right there.
Where?
Right there.
This?
Yep. Got its first rust spot. It'll be alright. Come on, you got this. No broken screws for the win.
Whatever. It's on.
Whatever it's on. It's probably tight enough. You gonna route it over that way?
Yep. We'll start at the same spot as the other.
I don't know if you guys can see anything, but I definitely can't. See if we can catch John working behind the front grill here.
I want to go over the radiator, but I'll get there. Oh, I already was. Duh.
Like if you guys don't think this is going to be a long enough cable. Well,
It'll work.
it'll work.
It'll work.
You want to drop it down and go through that battery hole box again?
It'll be short, but it'll go.
Beat's trying to route it around the exhaust pipe. Good job, John. All right, we're gonna finish up the wiring and then we're gonna work on getting the switch installed and get the other tire put back on. We'll be right back. All right, got the tire back on, pulled off the tank plastics, just a few pops, right? Pop, 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 comes right off.
Wire management.
A little bit of wire management. And John's removing the 2 Allen keys in the speedometer housing.
Unlike a Sportsman would be a headlight pod.
It should just come right up.
And out.
Look at all the room. So much room for activities in there. Awesome.
Wow, this machine looks a little bare without that, huh?
Kinda.
We could power it off that if we want to.
We could. It's not the safest.
No, it probably won't.
Your mount for your speedometer housing looks like a little machine gun mount. Awesome.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how big of a hole we exactly need.
Here's all the auxiliary wiring. That's nice.
Figure out exactly how much we need. We're going to make a hole. Go ahead, clip her in.
Yep. Our switch is back there. John, you want to grab that switch? Make sure when you're buying a switch, it is IP68 weather rated for dust and water ingress, because that will short. If you buy a $1 Chinese switch off eBay, you're gonna have a bad time. Where you want to put it? You want to put it?
We're going to go ahead and put it this way, so that way we know forward's on.
Yeah, that's got clips on it after we cut the square hole.
Yes, it does.
Awesome. We'll have to draw up a template. We'll get it cut.
Ethan's the cutter, because Johnny can't cut square holes.
No, John can't cut square holes, but I'll see what we can do. Maybe it'll be a nice round hole that will wall her out to where it's square. So, we'll be right back.
After these messages.
Just kidding.
All right. No, we've been back. Got everything put back together. We did all the electrical. Johnny, you want to pop the seat for me? Kind of give him an idea of what's looking. Eventually.
What is this stuff?
I don't know. Nice. Great. Got everything wired in. John just wants to do a little bit when he gets home because he's got to go. We ran out of time. So he's going to go ahead and tuck all these wires away. Get it all cleaned up. So that's wiring is good. We ended up taking this apart. We had to cut a hole for a waterproof switch. Go ahead and flip that on. Boom. Awesome.
You guys a nightlight effect.
Look at that. Look at that. So they're a lot brighter in the dark than we were expecting. It's going to be really nice when we're plowing. Kind of be able to see what's going on out there. That looks awesome. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this. Any questions, leave it in the comments.
Next video is the Polaris.
Next video is the Polaris. Stay muddy.